101.1 FM. And they're on the telephone with us this morning, the dynamic duo of Lisa Adams and Cindy Scott from Homer Center. Morning, ladies.
Good morning.
How are you?
We're great. Great.
Well, that's wonderful. That's good to hear. And we know when we're talking to the two of you that we're probably talking about organ donation, and that's become a really, really big issue and a big cause at Homer Center, hasn't it?
That's right. It sure has.
Yeah. Okay. So tell folks what's going on now.
We have on March 21st coming up, we're going to have our second Homer Center Symposium about organ and tissue donation. And this year, we organized our grant around the theme of Homer's Healthy Heroes, with the idea of staying healthy so that you can, maybe prevent needing an organ, and then if you so choose, when you pass, you would have healthy organs to give to others.
Mm-hmm. And we should explain that since there are two of you, that was, who was that? Was that Cindy or Lisa speaking there?
That was Lisa.
That was Lisa. I thought it was, but I always get it wrong, so I wasn't going to take too much of a chance there. So, Lisa, tell me about organ donation and why it's so important to you. I know why, but maybe others don't.
I'm down one organ that I donated for Cindy. We were not a match, so I was able to donate my organ to someone in Minnesota, and Cindy gets a coupon. So when she is ready someday for her kidney, then she just gets moved to the top of the list.
Wow. Cindy, you're still waiting, huh?
I'm still waiting, but I'm not in need yet. But,
Mm-hmm.
it sure does pay to have some good friends, doesn't it?
Yeah, and that coupon doesn't have an expiration date on it either, does it?
It does not.
Nope.
All right, Lisa, explain to me how that works, how that whole system works.
The swap?
Yeah.
The swap works in that if two people are incompatible for each other, then you have an option where the donor could donate to someone else, and then a lot of times a swap is actually done between four people, where that you find another set of people whose opposite donor matches each other, and you do it that way. Or it can start a whole chain of donation where one person donates, and then another person donates to another person, donates, and then finally the organ that you need gets back to the original donor.
Yeah.
It just opens up more possibilities for those in need of donation.
So you gave your kidney how long ago?
It's been a little over a year.
Uh-huh. And how you doing?
Pretty good.
Oh, that's good to hear. That's good to hear. And obviously, Cindy, you're doing well as you await that time when you will need the organ. Cindy, tell me in a few sentences how it was that you came to be a part of this, and how it was that you got to the situation where you were looking for a kidney.
Well, when my son was born 28 years ago, they determined he had some kidney issues, so they started looking at me. And so I've known for quite a few years that I have two damaged kidneys. We don't know what damaged them, but I have two damaged kidneys. So about 5 years ago, my numbers started dropping low enough that, there was concern that I could be placed on the transplant list. So I've been on the transplant list for 3 years, but thank the good Lord that my numbers have stayed steady. They have not dropped too drastically in the last 3 years. So it's kind of a precautionary to be on the transplant list. But, I've been offered a kidney twice, which I have turned down because I'm not medically there yet to need it. So someone else got those kidneys.
Mm-hmm. All right, so tell me about Homer's Healthy Heroes.
Well, like we did last year, we invited schools across the county and even beyond Indiana County to come to Homer Center on March 21st, and we're going to have a whole morning filled with activities centered around maintaining good health and well-being and also organ and tissue donation. So we have the live, I say live in quotes, autopsy, where we will again be working with the distance learning professor from St. Louis, and he's going to do an autopsy for the kids, just showing them healthy organs versus not so healthy organs. They'll have an opportunity to meet a heart recipient, Ron Gooden, And then we're going to rotate through 5 different stations. So we're trying to be more physically active this year. They'll have an opportunity to do some stress management, some self-massage, nutrition, lots of different activities, yoga, just to help maintain both mental and physical well-being. And then we'll wrap up the day with lunch, where we have our life skills students are going to be preparing a meal, a healthy salad, chicken salad, for those that attend.
Yeah, I like the emphasis on preventing the need for an organ transplant. Sometimes that's not our choice, but certainly when we do have an option to make ourselves healthier, that's a great idea, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, so schools will be coming. I'm sure you've heard from some already that say that they will be there. Yes.
Right. We have about a little over 100 attending this year from Marion Center. We have Penns Manor and Armstrong. West Shamokin School District is attending as well.
That's wonderful. Wonderful. So the kids went through it last year. This is the second year for this particular program at Homer Center. What was some of the feedback that you got after last year's event?
The kids are very, they're actually like organ and tissue donation experts, sort of. That's why we kind of changed over the theme from the mainly educational piece to looking at health and well-being, because I feel like they really took that in last year and they really embraced it, and they're pretty active. We have a blood drive going on here today, and a lot of students have been encouraged to donate blood and help in different ways that they're able to do so.
And we have a table set up outside the blood drives for organ and tissue donations, so people who come in from the community to donate blood today, if they're not an organ donor, we have students up there who can explain the process to them, give them a pen, a bracelet, and help them sign up to be an organ donor if they choose to.
Yeah, see, that's a good point. I was going to ask how the community might get involved. Maybe not in that school program that you're going to be holding, but certainly in the whole organ donation business, if you will, and get themselves signed up as well. So the blood drive is going on today from when to when?
It's from, I think, 8 to 1, and they've actually been able to fill their schedule, which is great.
Yeah.
No, absolutely. So for folks who won't be able to go there and give blood today, they could still come and sign up for the organ donation, can't they?
Oh, absolutely. Yep.
Yeah. Terrific stuff. Well, ladies, it sounds like you've got a busy day and you've still got some planning to do to make sure that all those kids are going to be there and be edified by everything that will be happening on the big Healthy Heroes Day.
Yes, we do.
Terrific.
Thanks. Let's get the word out.
Terrific. Appreciate you being with us this morning. Now get back to work, will you?
Okay, we will.
All right. We'll see you.
Bye-bye.
There's Lisa Adams and Cindy Scott. They join us each year now to talk about organ